Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Violette Ayala, the founder of FemCity, and you're joining me today for the Get to Know FemCity. It's a great opportunity to learn about our history and who we are, what we do. I feel like it's a really good session for those that are thinking about joining FemCity, or maybe you've been a part of FemCity for a couple years, or you've heard about it. I will also make sure that we have time at the end for Q&A. If you are really shy and you don't feel comfortable asking a question out loud, when I stop sharing my screen, go ahead and add your question there and I'll go ahead and answer it without revealing your names. That way you always feel comfortable. And I do that with our group coaching. I do that with our membership orientation that was last week. So I do it all the time. And if you want to send it to me beforehand, that's fine too. But I'm just going to kind of run you through the history, how we started, what we do. And then if there's time, I'd love to walk you through the website where you can find resources. We have a lot of free resources for our community, so you don't have to be a member per se to take advantage of the community. So I wanted to kind of go through that as well. So I'm going to kind of rush through things so that we have time to go through the website really fast, and then we'll have like about 10 minutes at the end for some Q&A. I'm also recording this, so if you want to watch the replay later on, it'll be there for you as well. So I'm going to share my screen. My screen has every tab open. It always looks messy when I start sharing my screen. I'm also buying wallpaper and all sorts of other things. So I have a presentation for us in Canva, which always looks messy when you transition to Canva. It always looks, when you're on Zoom, it always looks like a little wonky as well. So anyway, all right, let's talk about FemCity. We've been around for 15 years. I cannot believe that. 50, I say it out loud and I don't believe it. 15 years, it feels like yesterday. We are women owned certified, which means we are really owned by women. We run by women. And we've been certified WeBank for 4 years as well. We have really great partners. Google was our very first partner many, many years ago. They actually taught our first batch of online classes, which is why we got into the space of teaching online classes, because of Google. Our members really loved the classes, and so they asked for more. And so every Monday we do teach classes for our members. As an example, for November, we're working on how to set up your Google Analytics, how to create your perfect avatar to find out who your people are. And the other class we're working on is Analytics, Avatar, oh, and how to find your metrics as well. So we have those just in the making. So every month we mix them up. We generally teach classes based on what our members ask of us. So if you have a class you want us to teach, just reach out, let us know. And we also have had great partnerships with Yelp, Mercedes-Benz, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, Veronica's Beard, and Kendra Scott are also great partners. We're really grateful because they also donate to our FemCity Foundation. And that is really, really huge for us. Because of that, we're going to start giving out small business grants in November. Our scholarship fund is run through our nonprofit. That means that if there are women in our community that can't afford our membership, we will go ahead and give them a scholarship. We also have a girls program. Those are just online classes that we have for young girls age 12 to 17. It's at femcitygirls.org. That's also run through our scholarship program. And then we also do corporate programming. So sometimes you won't even hear about this, but generally sometimes companies will hire us to do programming for our teachers and our facilitators. We use women that are in our founders program to go ahead and be the speakers for that program. In essence, what does FemCity do? We help women start businesses, up-level their careers, and live a happier life. I am a huge fan of helping women grow and prosper. It makes me so happy. I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm still really connected to our members. We have thousands of members across the United States, Canada, and even internationally. And I think we're a little bit different than most networking groups. We definitely focus on gratitude and positivity, and we include that in our monthly programs, which I'll talk a little bit about as well. So how did we start? That's the first question people want to know. How did you start? What happened? Like, how did this come to be? I owned a Pilates studio in North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina, for about 10 years. I moved back home to Miami. I started working at the Four Seasons doing their marketing PR. And I started going to networking events in Miami because my boss wanted me to network and build relationships with other luxury brands. So I was going to every single networking event in Miami, the $100 ticket ones, the free ones, it didn't matter. I was always going. And I grew frustrated with the lack of connections that I made. And it's not to say that they weren't great events. They were fantastic. I mean, I think Miami really knows how to do great parties and events. It was more that I felt like I couldn't find women that were like myself. And I didn't really know what that meant, but eventually one day I was sitting at a networking event for women. It was a literally a networking group for women, and it had a male speaker who was a dentist. And I paid $100 for that lunch. And I watched this man give a presentation on tooth decay. And I got so angry because I have two good friends that are dentists, female dentists. And I was like, they should have totally been there on stage. They should have totally been the ones giving the presentation. And so I just snapped and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start something for women. It'll be very small. It'll only be 20 women. Now we're at 20,000 women. It'll only be for 20 women. And we will just be there and hold each other, accountability wise, for support, to send referrals. That's what I really envisioned at the start. When I started, as I said, Google reached out to us and said, hey, we really like what you're doing. We would love to partner up with you. I couldn't believe it. At the time, I think we only had a couple of locations. We started with Miami. We launched Philadelphia. We launched Fort Lauderdale. I paused in between. I wanted to make sure it never felt clinical. I wanted to make sure it never felt corporate-y. I always wanted to make sure that FemCity felt like love and family. And so we paused along the way. I think when Google reached out to us, we had maybe 10 or 12 chapters. And shortly after, Yelp reached out to us also and said they wanted to teach classes. They were fairly new in the market. They wanted to help women business owners put themselves on Yelp, also understand like what to do with you when you have a negative review, when you have a positive review. And even Spanx, and I love Sarah Blakely, when Spanx launched in Washington, D.C., they personally reached out to us to help them with that launch. That was such a beautiful email to get so many years ago. So our slogan is business for your soul. And you'll see that with FemCity, our networking is definitely has a higher feminine energy. And what does that mean? It means that we believe that as we help each other, we all rise together. And I am not better or more important than you. I am not, elitist, like, oh, I'm the best and you're not. That energy goes out the window with FemCity. We are all equal. We are all beautiful. We all have worth. And it's important for us to really support each other and lift each other up. So it's not the community for everyone. If you come to FemCity and you think you're better than everyone else, you're probably not going to feel like it's a fit for you. If you feel like you really don't like women and you don't want to support women, it's probably not a good fit for you either. So it's definitely, you'll see a lot of collaborations and partnerships. We all have a wealth mindset, meaning there's enough pie for everyone. There's enough opportunity for everyone as well. During the pandemic, we started the FemCity Girls program. We had started doing that every summer for summer camp. Offering that for free for young girls. And then we also started the FemCity Scholarship. We had so many women that came to us and said, I lost my job. I don't know how to make ends meet. We started teaching classes on how to get your business on Etsy, how to create an Amazon store, how to create a Shopify. Like we really jumped in and helped women launch businesses during the pandemic. And we offered the scholarship as well. We want to make sure that women, regardless of financial situations, always have access to our community. And we still have a foundation. We still do scholarships. Of course, now we have a free membership. So a lot of our scholarship members go into the free. But as I said, we're going to be launching our small business grants in November. And I'm so excited. Those are going to be about $2,500, $1,000 cash, and then $1,500 worth of coaching from our experts, marketing, copywriting, web design, strategy, business strategy with me. So we're really excited to finally put that together and launch that in a couple of weeks. Okay, so I talked about the difference with FemCity, and probably you're like, I don't understand. Like, what does that mean? It means even our signature networking format is a little bit different. So we get a little bit of time in the spotlight. So if you ever want to join us on Wednesdays, we do a virtual networking at 1 p.m. Eastern time, but we talk about a win, something amazing that's happened to us recently. I embedded that into our format because I want you to feel comfortable in sharing how great you are and also feel our love. So we clap, sometimes we do little heart things. Gratitude, we always share gratitude for another woman. So who is someone that has helped you? Maybe it's your third grade teacher. Maybe it's your aunt. Maybe it's your neighbor. Maybe it's your best friend from third grade. sharing gratitude for other women elevates us all collectively. Even if they never hear it, even if that woman never ever hears that you shared gratitude for them, I believe that it goes out into the universe and it comes back to us tenfold. And then paying it forward, sharing, your win, how we can help you, and also opportunities that will help us all come together as well. Let me see. Okay, so if you have the free membership, and if you don't even know what I'm talking about, head over to femcity.com, sign up for your free membership. It's absolutely free. There's no gotcha. There's no small print. We don't need your credit card. It takes you like a minute. Once you do that, it will give you access to these three things. First of all, I teach a masterclass every month. It's usually the first Tuesday of the month. It's absolutely free. There's no gotcha. It's not a sales pitch. I'm not there to pressure you onto anything. It's literally me just teaching. I'm a former Pilates teacher, and before that, I was a teacher as well. So I love teaching. You also have access to local events. So every single month, your local chapter hosts in-person events. Sometimes it's online if the weather's kind of ugly outside or it's unsafe. If you don't have a physical FemCity chapter near you, we have a US virtual, we have a Canada virtual, and we have an international virtual. So you have a home in any of our cities. You have a home. Definitely sign up for the local events. If you have a physical FemCity chapter, you will pay about $15 more for your event ticket because business members get it as a discount as part of their benefits. However, it will give you a taste and the feel of FemCity before you commit to paying for a membership. We want you to feel like it's a perfect place for you. I don't want you to ever join and then be like, oh, I don't want to be a part of women that are supporting each other. That drives me crazy. Like I want you to feel like this is a good fit for you. And the third one is the Facebook group. You have access to our Facebook group. That's a perfect place to make friends, to grow your Instagram, to connect with other women, get inspired. These three are absolutely free for you to join. So again, it takes very little time. Every once in a while, I'll teach an extra class that you have access to. As an example, in January, I always teach a Design Your Year class that's free for you. I taught how to get into newspaper and magazines a couple of months ago. That would have been free for you as well. So take advantage of that membership. So the second one is a local business membership. And these are $15.99 a month. If you have your own business, it's usually tax deductible. If you work for a company, sometimes they'll pay for it for you. That gives you access to the local events at a discount. You save about $15 or $20. Every Wednesday, we do virtual networking. I highly recommend it. That's the best ROI. Every Monday, we teach a business class. You have group coaching with me on the third Tuesday of each month. You come, you pick my brain, you ask me questions. Instead of paying $2.50 an hour for me, you get me for free. And you get to be a part of some of the campaigns. Like sometimes we do movie night. For Valentine's Day, we usually do a cute little campaign together. You're also featured in our directory. So publicly, we have a female business-owned directory. So you'll be featured there. You get access to our library. You get self-guided worksheets. And we added, it says here Monday through Wednesday, but it's really Monday through Thursday. We added on Thursdays at 1 p.m., you have access to our experts. So every Thursday at 1 p.m., you can hop on and you can just noodle on a project with another woman who's an expert in our program. Maybe it's you're building your website. Maybe you're between two headshots and you don't know which one to pick. Maybe it's your slogan. Maybe you're launching a YouTube channel and you don't know where to start. Every Thursday, you have access to an expert, so you can just hop on and noodle an idea with them. All right, the Founder Circle. I'm not going to spend too much time here because this is not a program for everyone. This is our acceleration program. This is a program for women that are looking to amplify beyond their zip code. So if you have one location, yoga studio, it's only in Philadelphia, this is probably not for you. This is perfect for women who are teachers, speakers, coaches, writers, presenters, or women who want to amplify their voice using the FemCity platform and getting to know women outside of their zip code. We meet Monday through Wednesday. It's definitely more hand-holding. Every Monday we do accountability program. Every Tuesday you have office hours. Every Wednesday we do support circles or roundtable or group coaching. And this is the program that we use for women who teach in our corporate program. These are the women that we have as featured teachers or panelists. This is our go-to program for any campaign that we're working on. So I'm not going to spend too much time. because I don't think it applies for everyone. And I'd rather share other things with you guys. So we have other things also, like we just did a Spain trip together. We have Sicily coming up. We just opened up Sicily. So if you love traveling, but you don't like traveling with your partner, or you don't have a group of girls to hang out with when you travel, we do this once a year. Sicily is on the map for September 14th. It's generally 20 to 25 women. It's amazing. So we do that. Accountability program that's absolutely free for our business members and our founder members. That I will lead in December for the first 2 weeks to help you finish off the year. And then, of course, you have access to private coaching with me if you need a little bit more handholding. Okay, so 3 ways to start. As I mentioned, the Facebook group is a great place. Again, there's no gotcha questions in there. It's just show up. I recommend you reading other posts, making friends, commenting on other women and their posts before you jump in there and promote your sale, because it'll be crickets. You need to make friends, and that way people will comment on it. Attend local events or virtual events. That Wednesday one is the bomb diggity. Like, I would definitely attend our Wednesday 1 p.m. You're going to make friends really fast, and coffee chats. I'll share on the website where you can find coffee chat information, but that is also another great place to start. It's a great place to get to know other members. They hear about you, you hear about them, and you think about ways that you can work together. It's not a sales pitch. It's not a time for you to sell what you do, or for them to sell what they do. It's really about making friends. At FemCity, it's all about relationship building. And from there, you build a huge referral system, a network of women that are going to go ahead and refer business your way. Anything you need, this is the email for you, hello@femcity.com. Please keep in mind, we are a huge organization. I understand we have locations all over the US and Canada. We are a small business. We are 3 people. We don't work on the weekends. So if you send me a grouchy email Friday saying that your passcode isn't working, I'm probably not going to get it. If you send me another grouchy email Friday night, I still haven't gotten it. And if you send me a grouchy email Sunday, I won't get them until Monday. Kyra at hello@FemCity, she's a mom of 3. She's off on the weekends. We don't believe on working on the weekends. We believe in spending time with family and friends. So just give us grace and love. We're all humans on the other end. I know sometimes things can get grouchy, and sometimes technology is frustrating. Just give us a little bit of love and grace, and just know that we'll respond as soon as we can. We are 3 people managing all this. So anyway, let me stop sharing that and see if you have any questions for me. I saw some in the chat, and then we have time. Which day? So let me share the website really quick, and then because I'm a visual person, I need to see things. I need to see where to find it. Let me go ahead and get it up for you all. And I teach a membership orientation the second Tuesday of every month. So if you ever want to join me for that, let me know. And also the replay is always available. I email it out on Mondays. Okay. Here's the website. You want to make sure you're logged in. This is where you're logged in. This is for your eyes only. You can see your membership. You can change your city here, your email. If you move, you can select whatever city you want to move to. So this is only for your eyes. You can also view your receipts if you want to go ahead and write off your membership, if your credit card was compromised, and if you want to cancel, which I hope you never do. If you want to cancel, you would press this button. It's one button. You don't have to send a summary. You don't have to email 5 people. You literally just hit this button and it cancels. Super easy. Again, we're not into tricking you to stay at FemCity. If you don't want to stay, you don't want to stay. Community members, this is your portal. So anything that you need to know about as a community member is here. Business members, this is your portal. So all of our classes, Monday classes, if you want to learn more about it, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything is here, self-explanatory. If you want to edit your directory, it's here. That coffee chat I was mentioning, there's some more detail here. If you're a founders member, same kind of thing. We have our own private group here. You have all the information, speaker sign-up sheet. You get to be in our newsletter. You can become a contributor. So hang out in your portal. If you're founders, you actually have access to the business and the founders. And then you won't be able to access this unless you're logged in. So if you're not logged in and you keep trying, it's going to loop you in because it thinks you need to join. The other hack that I wanted to share with you is our locations page. So if you're new to FemCity, I would definitely reach out to your local president and just introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Violet. I just joined FemCity Miami. I'm so excited. I'm the owner of blah, 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 a business coach, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm excited to dive in. She's going to either send you over to the membership chair, or she's going to send you a link to her coffee chat calendar, or she'll invite you to the upcoming event. So definitely reach out to her. Even if you've been a member for a couple of years, let's say you've been a member for a couple of years and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. I've been paying this for years. Don't worry about it. Reach out to her and say, I've been a member for years. I'm ready to dive in. That was one hack that I had for you. And the other one is going to the homepage. You can see what's coming up this week. So as an example, Albuquerque, Toronto, Wise County, Delray, those are events coming up. If you want to see what's happening virtually, we are here. These are the events coming up. You can go ahead and kind of scan through. If you want to sign up for one, you just click on it and it brings you up with the sign up sheet. If you missed a class, all the classes like this one will be featured here. You just click on it and you can take the class at your leisure. We also have worksheets. The blog also has great resources. The trip to Sicily that I was talking about. And then here, if you're not a community member or business or founders, we have all of this here that's accessible to you as well. It's free. So free resources as well. All right, I'm going to stop sharing so I can answer questions because we have 8 minutes left. Any questions you all have for me? For the Wednesday, for the virtual networking, it's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And you do have to register for that because we limit it. If we have more than 20 women, it gets a little stressful because there's so many women going. So you do have to register for that. But generally, there's like maybe 10 to 12 women, and it's hosted by one of our Founder Circle members, and it's always beautiful. It's really nice. You're going to make lots of great friends that lead into referrals, that lead into having more money in your pocket, which I want you to have. So, right. I don't see any questions. And you can private message me now too. If like now is the time, we're like, oh, I'm embarrassed to ask. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Hi, I just joined as a member in Markham.
Lisa.
With Lisa. And because we're in Canada, right? So I noticed I paid in US dollars. Is there a Canadian version of it or a US version? Did I make a mistake?
If you want to, I just email Kyra and tell her, can you cancel my USA membership and add me to the CAD? And she can do it on the back end.
Thank you. That was my question too.
What's her email? Sorry.
Hello, HELLO at FemCity. And her name is Kyra, Kyra. And here's the thing, Tiffany and also Jade, we may have to, it's finicky, this platform that we use. She's going to try to add you, but sometimes if you sign up under one currency, it's like, no, she's under that currency. So we may have to delete, and then you go in there with the link that she sends you with the Canadian currency. That's the worst case scenario. Hopefully they fixed it, but that's how it was in the past, where it made it like you couldn't, I don't know why. Like, so what happens if you move? Like if I move from Miami to Toronto, like I should be able to change currency. I've actually told that to the founder of the platform. Does he listen? I don't think so. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And email her not on a Saturday.
One more question. If I'm now a member of the community itself, are there opportunities for me to lead or speak within that community? Or
yes, Markham. Yeah. So for
in the Markham.
Yeah, we try to have our speakers locally come from our local community. So I would reach out to Lisa and just say, hey, Lisa, I am a speaker and here are some topics that I can share. Do any of these resonate with what you think the members would want to know? Because she's probably on the ground listening to what the members are asking for. And every city is different. Our Honolulu chapter years ago only did spiritual things on a Sunday. And I was like, that's never going to work. You know what? It worked. We launched 50 new businesses with their programming. Every city is different. So I don't know what they're asking locally, but definitely give her, just reach out to her and ask her. I do want to add, because we had this situation recently. I had someone who presented a class, and she's teaching the same class for our local chapter, and it was filled of fluff. It was all sales, and I can't believe it. And I prepped them and I prepped them and I prepped them. So just, I'm sure it's not going to be you, Tiffany. It's just now it's so fresh in my head. It just happened that whatever it is, make sure it's valuable to the watcher. You know what I mean? Like whatever the tips are, it's something that they're wanting to learn about. So yeah, I'm like a little traumatized. It just happened. I was like, what happened? Like I've been prepping these girls for so many years and it just flew out of I mean, it's just like, the one person you don't think is going to do it is the one that does it. All right. We have 3 minutes. Any other questions? Or we can just dance our night away. You have my email. I emailed you today. So don't add me to spam. Don't add me to a list, please. But you email me if you need anything, literally anything at all. You have Kyra there. You have Lynn. You have myself. I want you to take advantage of everything. I want to see you flourish. I want to see you grow. I want to see you make lots of friends. I want to see you making tons of money in your pocket where it fills you with joy and happiness. That's what I want for you. So take advantage of everything. It's a lot. You don't have to do all of it. We're never going to be like, Tiffany, why weren't you at the thing? I mean, listen, take the pieces. You know, maybe a live class is good for you. Maybe the group coaching is good for you. Maybe a local event is good for you. Maybe the virtual, take just one piece at a time. You don't have to do all of them. We've been around for 15 years. We're always adding new stuff. It's good for the people that have been with us for 15 years, but sometimes I find it overwhelms the new ones, right? It's so much. You're like, oh, I don't know. I've got to do it all. You don't have to do it all. It's like when you go to the sushi restaurant, you don't have to order every sushi roll, right? Just order the California one, just like little bites. We're always here for you. So no other questions? You got 2 more minutes.
Thank you, Violet. I found this to be very informative. I became a business member a couple months ago and I was feeling I'm missing things. So this was great. Thank you.
Good. And also, Jade, I just did the membership orientation last Tuesday. It's on the website and I emailed it out on Monday. It'll probably go out again on Monday's email. But if you want to hop on with me in November, hop on with me. I literally go through the little portal a little bit more. We walk through. I kind of share like ways to get started, you know, like, so you can always, sometimes I have women show up for the membership orientation that have been a member for 5 years. And they're like, I've been a member for 5 years. Like, you know, now I want to dive in a little bit more. So don't ever, every Tuesday you have me. The first Tuesday is a masterclass. Second Tuesday is maximize your membership. Third one is this one, get to know. And then next Tuesday is group coaching. And the group coaching, by the way, 5 women show up. I usually get 50 women sign up. 5 will show up. Just hop on. Even if you have a question, hop on, because generally someone will ask a question and it'll help you. And you're like, oh my gosh, she asked the question that I didn't even think I needed to ask. So just hop on. I don't record that one because I feel like it's private. You know what I mean? Like if you're going through something, you don't want to have a stranger watching what you're going through. So I don't record that one at all, but it is yummy. I promise you. I know it can sound scary, but it's super yummy.
And where do we find those Tuesdays? Since we've got you here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen again. I'm a visual person, so I have to see it. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I need to see it. So if you go down to the bottom, I'm going slow so I don't make you dizzy. Okay. Group coaching. You click on that. You're going to click on register. Look at me with brown hair. I have to change it all. That's not me anymore. All right. Then you just put in your name. Don't sign up for news because you already got that. And then ask your question here. You know, how do I start? And then you just hit register. And then it'll give you the Zoom link. Just copy that and save it into your calendar. However, I will most likely email you that morning like I did today and remind you. So, and that one, that's one when we go live, if you have a question and you're shy, because sometimes these questions are like, sometimes I have coaches that they're well-known coaches and they're going through something like financially, they don't want people to know, right? So they'll put it in the chat to me only, and I will respond without mentioning your name at all. So that's where I say, you know, just don't do it while I'm sharing my screen because then everyone can see your question, and I'll prompt you. Okay, don't ask it now. You know, okay, now you can ask. So that is, I think, one of the biggest benefits. For $15 a month, you have access to my brain. And again, my fees are $250 to $350 an hour. You have it for free. And there's 5 women in the group, which 2 pretty much only ask questions. The other ones just listen. Okay. All right. All right, ladies, I recorded this. I will go ahead and add it to the portal as well in case you want to watch it again. Maybe you were like, Violet spoke really fast. That Cuban girl really speaks fast. Watch it again. And anything you need, we're here for you. But I'm so excited you're part of FemCity. Welcome. I hope you feel loved. Anyway, all right. Bye, ladies.